You had plenty money, 1922. You let other women make a fool of you.
Now, something I've said in this class many times, and I want to say it as often as possible so it gets stuck in your psyche, is nothing shapes our lives as much as the questions that we ask and the questions we refuse to ask. And one of the most important questions in life is, what does success mean? What does it look like, and what do I have to give up in order to get that success? And all people want to lead a successful life, but very few people actually stop and ask, what is success? And to investigate this, one day I grabbed a bag of balloons and a camera and asked a few friends what success means to them.
It's doing what I want to do with who I want to do it with as much as possible.
If you're talking about personal success, it's contentment. Success can be where you would make other people content. That would be a bigger success.
I want to be an actress, or I want to be a professional mermaid.
When your family is taken care of, you know, when you don't have to worry for them, I feel that's success.
You know, growing up, we had almost nothing. You know, family of 8 in a one-bedroom apartment, that's not exactly, you know, at the time I wouldn't consider that success. Just my idea of success then was making money, because I never had it.
That's an interesting one. I'm not sure it means much of anything. So, you know, getting through the bad days is a success. Getting through any day is a success. I can't even pronounce it. That's how little I use the word success.
Success is being wealthy enough to afford anything that I want, basically. I would like to see myself being able to afford nice clothes, nice jewelry, Chanel, Gucci. If I'm walking in the street and if I have these items on me and if people sees it, that's success to me.
I think if you could be really comfortable and happy in your solitude, I think that that's success.
Joe, I just kind of want to riff a little bit about some different elements of success, right? Well, if success is an elephant, I'm going to walk around, feel it up a little bit. Number one, success means different things at different stages of your life, right? What is success when you're 22 is going to be completely different than when you're 52. So part of life is not just asking this question of what is success, but constantly asking it at all stages of your life and constantly upgrading and adjusting what your needs are for what's going on. Success has a dark side, and what I mean by that is you can become successful, but it can really distort and destroy your life. There's a lot of people who are professionally successful, but their family life is toxic because they sacrificed that element of their life in order to put all their energy into becoming successful. So that's when you hear people say they were a victim of their own success, that's what that means. Number three, even if you are successful, then you need to maintain it. So it's really hard. Let's say you're a musician and you make it and you're like, all right, I made it. Well, then the stress really starts because you have to continue that level of success or ideally build on that. And when you start sagging, it's a real bummer. So there's a certain neurotic addiction that happens even once you become successful. 4, success is not a monolith. And what I mean by that is you can have a successful afternoon or a successful year or a successful decade. There's different ways of framing what your desires are and what your goals and expectations are. And so we just need to be aware and have a very clear idea of what we're looking at and try to have as reasonable standards as possible. 5, your success is deeply intertwined with your values. And that's why it's important to know what your values are, because once you know your values, then you can actually say, hey, what do I want out of this life? Think about it this way. Your values are like a bow and arrow, and your success is like the target. So wherever your values are pointed, that's where you're going to find your success. Number 6, those who succeed the most fail the most. And what I mean by this is, let's imagine we're playing basketball and the goal is to make as many baskets as possible, right? And let's say Larry over here shoots 10 baskets and he makes 8 of them. And that's an 80% success rate. That's amazing. That's so good, right? But Barbara over here shot 100 baskets and her success rate wasn't that good. It was only 40%, but that means she made 40 baskets. So if the goal is who makes the most baskets, Barbara's going to win because she has the most attempts. She also has the most fails, but she has the most successes at the same time. So that's just a dynamic to keep in mind. The 2 articles that I'm assigning for this class are really important to read as far as understanding some other paradoxes that we will always face whenever we're trying to understand and find success.